YouTube, my name's Lance and welcome to Bundy Bear's Shed. Or as Brian Block said, Bundy Bear's Box. This weekend I've spent the weekend getting a little shipping container workshop. Well, getting some of the gear in there, and it's not set up 100% yet, that's for sure. I've still got a lot of gear to come and a lot of drawers and things like that to fill up. But look, it's coming good. It's a nice little place to be in, and there's surprisingly quite a bit of room. You don't need a lot more for just a little home hobby shop that I'm doing, but keep in mind that I do have a big Bundy Bear shed 230 metres up the back, up the driveway. So, but anyway, it's a good thing. I've got a young bloke coming in to help me today. My back's rooted from shifting lathes and mills and things like that. Even though I have a forklift, you still seem to have a bit of a heave-ho one way or another, and go from there. But look, the weather report, it's starting to get cold. Yeah, we got down to 26 degrees, which I know it doesn't sound much, but you know, when you're used to just walking around in a t-shirt or a singlet and Japanese safety boots and a pair of shorts, well, come dark or early morning it gets a bit nippy. But anyway, look, it is still good weather for doing stuff. It's quite dry. We haven't had any rain for a little while now. We've got a lot of earthworks going on outside here. They finally turned up. They were when I rang them, they turned up last Monday, and on Monday they hadn't showed up. So I rang them and I said, "You coming today still?" And they said, "Today? No, I'm not coming today." I said, "Well, when I rang you last Thursday, you know, we put off coming Friday so you could do it Monday and do a couple of days on the job altogether." And he said, no, I wouldn't have said that. He said, I've got a permanent book on Mondays for a concreter. So, I don't know, so either I've got the bull by the balls, or he reckons that's not what he said, so that's fine. So I said, "Well, when are you coming?" And he said, "Look, it'll be this Friday." He said, "We'll get that drain done and dug and finished, and we'll get the pad done for you to turn on." But he said, "We haven't got time to do your driveway yet." And I said, "Well, that's all right, let's make a start." So Monday morning he gives me a ring, actually Sunday. No, I've got my days balls up again. Make that Thursday. He gives me a ring and he says, "Look, I've got another bloke, one of my blokes I work with, coming out there Monday morning at 8 o'clock. I've got Monday on the head because it's Monday today." He said, "On Friday morning, and would you be there at 8 o'clock? He'll be there at 8 o'clock. Would you be there at 8 o'clock to show him the job, you know, show him what you need, save, you know, getting it second hand?" And I said, "Yeah, all right then." And he said, "Do you want me to get him to give you a ring when he gets there?" And I said, "Is he going to be there at 8 o'clock?" He said, "Yeah, 8 o'clock. And I said, "All right, I'll be there at 8 o'clock. Don't worry about ringing." So I turned up at 10 to 8, 5 to 8 in there somewhere, and I thought, "Okay, get there early, I don't want to hold these fellas up." Well, I fucking hung around. About 10 to 9 he rolls in, quarter to 9, 10 to 9 he rolls in, and I says, "Oh, yeah, I sort of thought you'd be here at 8. "Oh, well, mate," he said, "I had things to do. Rome wasn't built in the day, you know." God, Christ. And so anyway, there's a pile of roots and that outside there, and from when we did the slabs for the new carport, which apparently is going up this week. And anyway, I walked him over there and I said, "Look, would you mind, I don't mind paying a bit extra, would you mind, you know, you got the bobcat in the truck here, clean up those roots and that for us and take them to the dump, and I'll pay a bit extra, I'm happy to do that." And he said, "Yeah, no worries, mate." So we went through the job and off I went, and next thing I got the neighbours ringing up saying, "What are you doing with all that topsoil they're taking away?" And I said, "What? I don't want to take the topsoil away. I want to keep that for the new garden beds." So he gets back onto them, and yeah, Jude's messaging me, "What are we doing with that topsoil?" And I said, "Look, we're supposed to be keeping it for the gardens." She said, "Well, there's one truckload gone already." And so anyway, on to the blokes. Jude actually went out and saw them. And she said, "What are you doing with that topsoil?" And she said, "We want to keep that because we've got, you know, raised sleeper garden beds that we want to build. So they said, oh no, Lance said take it away. And she said, no, he wouldn't have. We've been talking about keeping it for ages. Oh. So anyway, the neighbour says, well, they've taken one truck away and there's another truck out in front of your place full of topsoil still. So I said to Jude about it, and so she went and saw them, and she said, we want to keep the topsoil. Can you put it in a pile below the house yard there so we can go and grab it a bit later on? So yeah, no worries. So anyway, they must have had a sale for it or something, because the truck that was already loaded out the front, well, it just disappeared down the road, and yeah, we don't know where it went. And the last bit of topsoil that we had, we've got one pile down there that's look, it's probably not the real good stuff, but anyway, that's what's happened anyway. They're pissed off with the topsoil, and yeah, they've left the drain open over the weekend, and the dust, oh, I've been moving into the shipping container here, and the dust is just incredible. I've been washing the floor and wiping things down, and I've been out hosing it down over the weekend, trying to keep the dust away a little bit, and it wouldn't be so bad, but yeah, we had a bit of a sou'wester come through and stirred it all up, and it's just powder from the trucks running over it. So anyway, look, eBay, I purchased a 100mm shell mill, and I've got an 80mm one coming, and I just thought that'd be okay for the jig I've got for the carbies, for running across the top of a carbie. I've actually got to do a couple of bites at the moment with the gear I've got, so I thought I'd just do a quick run across with one of these. It's one cut, one nice cut right across the carbie, and we're done. So look, what I'll do now, I'll just grab your handheld and I'll take you for a walk. I did bring the John Deere home from work yesterday, and the first video I did taking the John Deere to work, I was handheld, and I could actually keep it quite stable, and the video turned out quite well. But I have a mate that's a policeman, a bloke that owns a shed with us in town, and he said, you know, you're not supposed to be doing that. And he says, you know, we've got laws in Australia that you're not allowed to have your mobile phone or that in your hand while you're driving, even a camera. You're not allowed to have it in your hand while you're driving. You need to make it fixed. So I got this little clamp, and that clamps onto the steering column of the Johnny, and the camera goes up here, and you can actually, it's just a Noga setup, and yeah, you can get it where you like. And I thought, well, that's okay. So I actually had it sitting out the front, sort of thing, like that, and the vibration coming through the camera was unreal. So I ended up stopping and putting it straight up and down to take the vibration away, and that took some of it out. But look, the video is still a bit of poor quality. I'll probably add another video of just the driving of the tractor, and those that are interested can watch it, and those that aren't, haven't got to worry. And look, it may come out terrible yet. I haven't run it through the editing software, and I know there was a little light coming on the camera that it was a bit too much vibration, sort of thing. So I don't know how that's coming out, but look, hang tight. I'll go handheld, and I'll take you for a bit of a walk through the little humpy here. Well, as you come up the driveway to Bundy Bear's shed, that's Bundy Bear's shed, way up the back there. And this here, that's where the shipping container is, compared to where Bundy Bear's shed is. So it's a good thing. Now as you come down the driveway, we used to just have the driveway, but this is the pad, the parking pad and the turning pad we've put in, and that might give you a better perspective. And the idea too is that I can come around, I can park in the front yard here with the caravan and pack it if I like, and then I can just back around here and around, where I used to have to dodge the row of trees that went down, probably down almost level with the container. Now that's the pile of roots and that I've asked them to take away, and yeah, the topsoil's gone, that's still here. And when Jude got onto them about it, they said, oh no, we're just dropping it at a farm. Yeah, just getting rid of it for you, doing us a favour, so good, eh? Now this is a drain that they were doing, and that's a grid to just drain away the front yard here. Oh, Kelly Dog's checking on a few things, and they've left it half full. Oh well, they've left it open, and to get all the stuff in the container I had to put the forklift on these planks. Now those planks, they're ramps that I use for putting tractors on the, there's me Johnny, putting tractors on me trailer, so they're plenty strong enough. And so at the moment we've got the Johnny just sitting in the carport next to the shipping container. Everyone's a bit of a shambles here at the moment. I got the overflow from the tank is dropping into the drain, and then I presume we got to put more gravel in the top of this drain yet, but I left work early Friday. I thought I'll leave it up past 3 and get home by a little bit before 4 and have a yarn to them, see what's going on. But yeah, as I was pulling up, they pulled out and just gave me a wave and kept going, so I didn't have a yarn. And this is how the drain is filled up over the weekend. So yeah, so there you go, and that's the pile of topsoil that we have left. So it's not real good stuff. You can see instead of the stuff that they took off the top to do the pad up there, this stuff's got some of the stuff that's dug from the bottom of the drain, so it's not that flash, so not to worry, we'll survive, we'll get by with all that. So now we have a good turning area, and they've still got to come back yet, and you can see the level of up here on the slab, so they've got to fill that yet, and that'll taper down towards the bamboo and then out to where we turn and where we mow. Right, here's this stuff here on the floor. That's a locked together thing from Bunnings. It's $29 per section. There's 2 sections there, and that's what it looks like underneath. And it's got like interlocking tags and slots. So when we come into Bundy Bear's shed here, we look down to the right, and I've cut and shut all the flooring together, and that gives me something to catch the chips to keep them off the other vinyl. And I've got to put a mat there in my stool and things like that. I've got a post there with a new vise that I've bought for it. Now it's got to be bolted on yet, but it's just sitting there. We've have to bolt it through the floor, and there's possibly a stay going across to the wall for that. Now the mill we got in yesterday, we've still got the straps up the top there where we've lifted it in. That's on full travel to the right, X travel, and I have about 4 inches there, and the travel can come right across, no worries. But it all needs a good clean up. I thought if I stopped and had a big clean up before I got it in here, I'd never get here. So we brought that in. Now my Hair and Forbes lathe, my AL335, it fits in there. I can take the cover off, and look, I've got about a foot in total there to change gears, and I can always open the door like I say. Everything's a bit filthy at the moment, but I'm slowly bringing it in and cleaning it up. So the lathes there okay. I've got a snap-on tool trolley sitting there. It's ready for the universal grinder to go on. And then up the other half of the container, I've put a checkered lino there. Look, it's just cheap stuff from Bunnings. With the shipping container, the floor has screw holes in it everywhere. So I filled them with a bit of builder's bog, some of that ply left over from the walls that I had from years gone by. I put that down and I've put the vinyl on top. So that's looking okay. Now the toolboxes that I showed you before, I actually got to unpack them all over the weekend, and they're looking good. They're 3 42-inch tool chests. Look, they're only cheapies. GUFO off eBay. I sold an engine. I had an old vintage engine up the back a fellow wanted to buy off me, so the reason that I sold it was so I could afford to buy all these. And I'll see if I can find some nice looking drawers. I'm starting to put stuff in, but it's a little way off yet. That's 5C collets. That's the ER40. Look, they're my best looking drawers by a mile. The ER40, I've got these collets left over yet, so I have to deal with that. 3D printed new, a couple of centres for that. A lot of these are empty, but I have got an awful lot of stuff to bring up from up the back yet. Then around here I've got the radio. Well, you've got to have a radio, haven't you? And they're a metre long, those bookshelves. I've got the Makita stuff in at the moment, and my books from the office inside will come out there. I have a desk that I can play on. The 3D printer's going to go up that end, and yeah, between the desk and the toolboxes there's a bit over 4 foot, around 4 foot, so that's working out well. And then if I swing you around from this end, we actually have 2 fluoro lights in here, and that's supplying all the light. But look, that's looking good. I'm pretty pleased with it. There's enough room, like there's without counting the black handle on the mill, there's about 4 foot across there. A bit over a metre, a bit under 4 foot probably. But yeah, look, for a little 20-foot shipping container for a home shop, and the idea is that I can come out here of an evening. I've got air conditioning, so I can make it as cold or as hot as I like. We'll put a TV up. We've got good Wi-Fi here, so this is where I'll do the editing of the videos and things like that. I've got leftover tractor tie rod end charts from when it was our office in town, and so that's it. I've got to bring the books in today. I've got the young bloke coming in to help today, so the young fella coming in to help, I've got to bring all the taps and dies and all that sort of stuff up. And this is just sitting at the chair there, and yeah, there's room for the tripod, and there's no creaking in the roof. And where we've got the shipping container in here now, we've got it in the carport, so that's a good thing. And yeah, it's not bad. So there you go. That's what's happening. Well, there you go. That's our little walk around. Yeah, look, I'm pleased with the little shipping container for a little humpy up near the house there. It's very close to everything, and the beer fridge. But I'm actually off the grog at the moment, so about the 4th of May I went to a mate's birthday party, and then on the Sunday, you've heard me speak of Grumpy Dave next door. And well, Grumpy Dave, he had his second stroke on the 4th, and his missus got me to help the ambulance people get him in, because he's overweight and he wasn't looking after himself, and he wouldn't stay off the grog, and everything he shouldn't have been doing, he was doing. And so anyway, look, he had a second stroke, and helping the ambulance get him down the steps and out and all that, I thought, geez, I'm a bloody fat bastard, I'm a bit overweight, and I thought, God, I don't want my missus going through that. Like, his missus wasn't looking real flash, and a bit stressed, and she's a very capable woman, his missus, but yeah, you could see the worry. And I thought, oh geez, I'm not doing, I don't want my missus to be going through that. So So anyway, I thought, oh well, I was fatter than I'd ever been, and over the years it just tickles along and just trickles along, and you know you gain a few pounds and your pants get a bit tighter. And anyway, I thought, oh, I'll up that. I've got to make a change. So anyway, I decided there and then that was the stimulus for it. And I thought, well, yeah, I don't want to miss doing that. I'll just bloody drop a few kilos. So anyway, so we've been since the 4th of May, I haven't had a beer. And see, the reason I haven't had a beer is because when I have a beer, I always want a bicky or a chip or something like that, and you eat shit, and it's just a bit of a habit, and I love a beer, and so I decided, well, what would happen is I'd have a few scotches or a few rums or a few beers, and then I'd get peckish, and I'd think, bugger it, it won't hurt, I'll have a bit of cheese or cheese on bickies or something like that, and or a cheese platter with it or something, which is what we used to do, Judy and myself. So, and Jude's always been pretty straight up and down. She's hasn't put on much weight ever, but yeah, because I'm not working hard for a living and I'm still eating like I'm working hard. Yeah, I was banging the kilos on. So, and look, it was only I'd put on 6 kilos in about 2 years or 3 years, something like that, 2.5 years, it was something like that. But it was gaining, and I hadn't hopped on the scales for ages and ages, and I just wasn't something on my mind. So anyway, I thought, bugger, I chopped on the scales, and I jumped on the scales and nearly shit myself. I thought, holy bloody hell, how'd you get that fat, you bastard? Anyway, so I just changed my ways and haven't been on the grog and haven't been eating junk food, and I've never been a big one for soft drinks and that really, and I just cut out sugar, cut out carbs pretty well, and yeah, I still have a nice steak on the barbie for tea, and it's avocado season, so avocado with, the only sugar I have is Jude's chili sauce that I put on the avocado and I eat it and all that. So I haven't been doing any more exercise really, but I have had projects on the go, and yeah, thought we'd jump on the scales last Tuesday, and yeah, I've lost 17 kilos, so yeah, that's a good thing. This shirt I got on, I couldn't fit that before. My guts was too big, yeah. But so anyway, yeah, I've lost about 17 kilos, and I'm not finding it hard at all. I'm not running down the road doing exercise or any shit like that, and then I'm not eating anything I don't like. I'm not eating salads and shit that I'm not that keen on a good day. I'm just eating stuff I like yeah, steak and corned meat and avocados and bloody eggs and all that sort of stuff. Fairly high protein, I suppose, but I've got heaps of energy. Yeah, I'm not feeling doughy at all. So yeah, 17 gone. Who knows? I'll have to bloody yeah, you'll have to zoom in on me soon to see me, I reckon. Anyway, look, that's enough bullshit for one day. Thanks for watching. Watch a few ads for me, please. We just got over 6,000 subscribers the other day, and we're up at 1.3 million views or something like that. But anyway, the figures aren't important. But thanks for your support over the time, and we'll catch you next week, eh?